Content warning, we hear zombies going on, not classified as family friendly. Our content is not meant for young viewers and or children. This video may contain profanity, crude humor, and other humor may be inappropriate for children under the age of 14. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Okay, so ta-da! Thing. Just having to work out a couple of bugs with it. But yes, hello! How do you do? We have new things that I don't quite understand how to work yet, but we're working on it. We're getting there. Haha! What do you think? I'm going to be working on this for a minute. It's going to take some time with me, but I think this could work out pretty nice. So welcome! Here, and what we're working on today is, let me turn on the music some. The music's really freaking loud. Let's do this because I know y'all can still hear that through there, and let's do this. There we go. This is not reacting to my movements. I am actually controlling all of this via my Stream Deck. Freaking exciting. But it's also why it's taking so long to get used to. Yeah, essentially, yeah, it's finger puppets. Stream Deck in my hands like a controller, and pray to God I get it to work right. But essentially what this is going to be used for, I know all of you guys have been waiting for the video that's coming out, which should drop tomorrow. Yay team and excitement. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I'm very much new. But essentially it's going to be using this. Voice is cutting out. Huh. It's probably because I have this divided video works. That should probably fix it. This is going under some weird construction right now, so do, yet again, bear with me. It's going to take some time to... There, that should... But yeah, so this is what we're working on. This whole new video format thing that I'm hoping does well. Mostly when you're switching emotions. Okay, that kind of still cutting out. Here, let me try something. Okay, so that should work with that. I know as I swap emotions, it's probably gonna have... Haven't quite got that worked out yet, but we're trying. Like you're hearing a popping noise, because what y'all might be hearing is literally the Stream Deck itself as it's working. Oh no, I think I see what's going on. Yeah, it's popping out some as I'm moving the puppets because it's having changed multiple things at once to do them. That won't happen in the videos. It'll probably happen tonight while I'm still working through stuff, because I'm kind of pushing my system to its limit here. Yo! What's up, Starbucks? You do? I'm working with new stuff. And been having some hiccups here. Hopefully, it'll be up and running soon. So yay team! So, what do you think? What do you think of all the swankiness? I've been really worried about this. I've been working on this for like 2 weeks. And have had Jer Bear coming in, just swinging in hardcore, being an making some crazy stuff happen. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of this. This is he's been like just working super hardcore on this for like the past week. Like every single day he's been getting new emotes to me, and I could not be happier. Just hope he's taking care of himself. But yeah, so this is our big surprise of the day. Because I'm almost where live chat is. I don't have live chat on the screen for this. I'm not going to be doing this all night. I'm going to be back over to my normal chat and chill kind of setup. As far as the cutting around, like, as long as I'm not pushing the system I'm currently doing by live streaming and doing everything else, and my Stream Deck is trying to keep up, it's literally a Stream Deck issue, which is why the slip-ups with the imagery. Don't know quite how to fix that part, but in video editing department, from what I've been testing, it seems to be working out pretty good so far. So, yay team on that one. Let's see something here. One sec.
You've got to get a hold of yourself.
Of the underground.
Okay. So is the mic audio still cutting out? No. So, okay, it is when I'm swapping stuff. That's going to happen. That's what I kept saying. Beautiful face and nothing. My desk is a mess because I've been pretty much locked in here, living in here for like the past, like, week. Yeah, it shouldn't be cutting out. What's been making it cut out is the fact that I keep hitting everything on my Stream Deck. Going through so many things and sending so many signals through, that's probably what's doing it. My donations should be swapped back. The extra life things down here at the bottom will stay until new stuff shows up. These things will stay until, like, it's run out. But yes, hello everybody. I hope you're well. I hope you're awake. I hope you're excited. I hope you're having a good day. and all that other good jazz. So what's up? What do you think of the new stuff? The new stuff is what we're going to be working on with, stop with the dumb stuff. Need to fix the chat overflow? What do you mean chat overflow? Are you talking about with the other thing? Like, I keep telling you, like, okay. If you're talking about with this... If you're talking about with this and the chat issue, like... Oh, okay. The donation bar thing. I don't know what's up with that exactly. I've never seen a name pop up that big before. Had a busy day. Highlight of my day was when I went into Wendy's diner and they gave me a free chocolate frosty because they made an extra one. Well, that's cool. Oh, I am so tired. Yes, it is a Views puff stick. I am stupid tired. Because all I've been doing for the past, like, all I've been doing since Saturday is, working on a video I've got coming out. I've been watching tons of anime, which that is going to be your one big hint to what's coming, is this video is anime related. Which is kind of new territory for me for what I do. We always talk about anime here. That's what we do. That's the entirety of what we do on this channel. Is just playing video games and talking about anime and weird shit. That's kind of what we do here. So, oh my god, little dancing kid. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We always talk about anime. I'm always like mentioning new animes for everybody to watch. Well, I found one. I watched one, and its first episode just screamed at me. And that was pretty much it. I had decided that's what we're doing. We are, I scrapped an entire video. I was working on a video of the history of PlayStation. We may still do that one using this format here. The format that I was just showing you guys. But after seeing this episode of this anime, all I wanted to do was talk about it. All I wanted to do was talk about it and what it's about. I'll go ahead and tell you what the anime is, because y'all may want to actually look into the anime itself. Because this video isn't a review. It's talking about the nuances of the series itself. It's a weird anime called Wonder Egg Priority. It is insanely pretty. It is really dark. But as you all know, that's the kind of anime we like here. And that's it. That's all I want to do. It's all I could think of for like hours on end while trying to put together that PlayStation history video was, I have to make this. I have to make something about this. So that's what we're going to be working on after I get done here. After we're done stream for that, which is going to be a short stream, because I'm still working on this video. It has been something completely out of my comfort zone for what I normally do. Because I usually, well, for one, y'all know I don't do edited content. I suck at doing edited content. I really do. I am not good at it. I'm going to change the playlist here. Let's change our playlist. Something a little more chill. There we go. Ah, now that's better. It's supposed to be a chat and chill stream, not an aggro stream, so we're going to do that. But yeah, so, like, I'm not good at editing. like, at all. I can't use the editing programs that I have. I've never been good at it. Like, I'm not good with Filmora, I'm not good with Premiere, I'm not good with Hit for Films. Like, I'm just not. I have tried using them for years to an absolute, just dramatic failure. And then it hit me. And it hit me like a damn Mack truck. I mean, if you know a guy that would do it, that wouldn't, like, charge me an arm and a leg for editing, I'd probably be all about that. But I myself cannot. And I have deadlines that I set for myself that I have to get stuff done in. So, like, outsourcing it, I have to have someone who could work with my timing, could work with the style that I want to do, which is very simplistic. And would be able to make stuff work. Cause, like, it's a tight month. It's just not something we can do right now. So I decided I was going to find a way to do it myself. And the way I figured out how to do it was to do literally everything through 2 programs. Which are this one, the one I'm using right now to stream for you guys, which is Streamlabs. And turning everything I have into a Stream Deck puppet. We're gonna see how that works out in the end. Which I'm hoping works. But I'm hopeful. And hope works out well in the end, doesn't it? And then the other program is Audacity, which is I'm using to record everything. So what I do is I record all my audio. I record it separately. I go ahead and record it first. I record the script, any clips that I need, anything that I need. And then, while the audio is playing, I record a video without recording the audio on it. I record a video on Streamlabs utilizing these little guys here, and essentially treating them like a voice acting puppet. Like, I let them play, I let the audio play and record sections where they need to be, and kind of just hope it turns out alright. Pretty good though, so I'm pretty hopeful that this is gonna do decent. But in the end, it's gonna just kind of depend on what you guys think. I really hope you guys like this. I've been working on it forever. And this has been a long time in the making. So this is what we've been working on. This is why I had to take both Saturday and Tuesday. I almost took tonight off. And thought to myself, you know, this might be a good time to practice. So, yeah. What do y'all think of this as possible actual video content? Like, using this to explain stuff that happens inside that little screen there. Explain things about weird anime, new video games, all sorts of weird stuff. So yeah, this is what we've been working on. Yet again, all thanks to the little emotions that you see are from Jer Bear. Jer Bear has been working very tirelessly on all the different emotes, and there's more coming. These are just the ones we're using for the first video, but we'll be able to make Zombie fully emote for pretty much everything. After everything's said and done, after I record the 2 separate parts, I wind up going into Premiere and I slap the audio onto the video and I just make sure they synchronize. And that's pretty much all there is to it. For a lot of people that do edited content that I've shown this to, they have told me this is nothing but overly complicated, with the exception of a few people that like it pretty good so far. And I get that it's overly complicated, but I don't understand editing programs, but I understand two things. I understand my Stream Deck, because I've been working on it forever. And I understand Streamlabs, because I've been using it for the past 3 years. There's Jer Bear. Jer Bear, look, I did it. I got it to work. Kind of. It's still needing stuff. But, oh my god. Wait, it helps if I actually change stuff over. Hello! Look, Jer Bear, we got it working. Still working out some bugs, but so far, so good. I'm this. Jer Bear here has been working on this with me kind of telling him what this is all about and what it's going to be. But this is also Jer Bear's first time to actually get to see this moving in action. So Jer Bear, is it everything you expected? I know some more work, but with how you've done these, I am very excited to turn this into a video. How's it been going, Nikki? But yeah, so this is what we've been working on. This is what all the things you've been making for me so quickly have come to. To anybody who, like, to anybody who is looking for stuff like this, by the way, Jer Bear is definitely the guy to go to for this. We've been going back and forth on what they should look like, how they should work, and this, that, and the other. His pricing is amazing, and his speed is phenomenal. So, like, if y'all haven't checked him out, definitely do so. I do know that I'm going to try to word this without putting my foot in my mouth, but I do know that he's working on getting commissions started up very soon-ish. If I'm wrong, correct me. If I'm wrong, definitely correct me. Don't let me be overstepping here. But if I remember correctly, that's what we're working towards. The list overflow. Awesome. Let me go ahead and pull this off. You want to know where you can find Jer Bear? Boop! If for no other reason than to just check out some, like, amazing artwork. But surviving, I wouldn't miss this stream for the world. Also, nice job on the zombie puzzle, Jer Bear. Yeah, Jer Bear does amazing work. I've been very excited to make this come to fruition. And it's funny because, like, he'll send me a new piece and I'll get to work with the new piece and get super excited about the new piece. And then he sends another one. I was like, oh, I need to go back and re-edit everything I've just worked on. Because, like, another puppet will come into play and it'll make everything fit so much better. Because originally all we had were very original all we had was my original piece he made and the shocked face, and that was it. That's all we had to work on with this character. And over, like, the last few days, like, they managed to get me the angry face, or not the angry face. The angry face is upcoming. The sad face, the confused face, the thinking face, and the happy face. And managed to get them all just, like, back to back to back to back. Now, granted, this is just part of that's because of our workload and how we're used to work together, but, like, I have never seen anybody work as fast and efficiently and with as such good quality and attention to detail of what the person wants than Jer Bear. Like, holy crap. So now the next question, and this will become I don't expect a lot of answers right now. I expect more answers on this after it finally drops. After the first video finally drops. But what kind of things would you like to hear about? What kind of things would you like to see? What kind of animes do you want me to check out? Do you have animes you want me to check out? What kind of games would you want to see this kind of stuff done on? Because, like, we currently... The only video in the pipeline is the one that's coming out for Wonder Egg Priority and possibly finishing up the history of the PS1. You're surprised, Cool Beans? Because I know a lot of you have been asking for actual video content, asking for, like, the kind of, like, the commentary style-ish of video, the informative kind of videos, because apparently y'all like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I hope so. This kind of content that I'm working on right now is my favorite kind of thing to watch. This is what I always enjoyed watching. And I'm going to be honest, the reason why I fell back on live streaming as being the only thing was because live streaming was the thing that I understood the easiest. But the content I've always wanted to make is this. Honestly, thanks to Jer Bear here, as well as feedback from Joel, Remy, Audron, and a bunch of other peeps. Thanks to that feedback, as well as the hard work that's been put in, I'm finally able to make my actual, like, I'm actually able to make the videos that I've dreamt about making. Videos I've seen in my head for years now that I could never figure out how to do. Would like to know more about newer animes? I have been watching a lot of newer animes as well as new seasons for new animes. Like, there's one I'm obsessing over because it's cute and freaking hilarious. It's called So I'm a Spider, So What? And it is so good. I want to make a video on it too. Just punch the punching bag to get rid of frustration. It might have worked. I don't know. Hello, what you missed? I'll show you what you missed in just a moment. I'll be bringing it back up. Well, okay. What I'm passionate about is entertaining people. Like, that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I am passionate about doing, is entertaining people. I kind of want to have an idea of what y'all want. Like, anime is something I'm passionate about, so there'll be more videos about anime, especially considering the fact that, like, back way before YouTube, I used to do anime conventions. I used to do panels at these anime conventions. Where I would just excitedly tell people about stuff while talking about theories and random things here and there and all this, that, and the other. And working on this, doing this, reminds me of that feeling of doing panels, of doing shows at conventions. And I love doing that so much. And this gives me an outlet to do essentially what I did back then. Would you be open to reaction videos that aren't anime? What do you mean? It kind of depends. Like, if you're talking about, like, there were, like, if you're talking about, like, reactions, like, to, like, Nintendo Directs and stuff like that, like, this new thing came out, and I give my reaction to it just as it comes out. I don't know. I'm more comfortable with having something that I can fully research and give actual detailed information on. Because, I mean, I could, like, if I just give you, like, my reaction on something, it's gonna last for, like, 20 seconds to, 20 seconds to, like, 15 minutes of me just screaming, ranting, and raving about how excited I am about something. But it also, when I react to something, like, when I first see something, I can be very impulsive to like or dislike it, and then after gaining research on it, absolutely hate it. Like, when they announced Fallout 76, I was the most excited person on the entire damn planet. I was jumping up and down and screaming. But then I went back and reviewed the footage that they showed for Fallout 76 at that opener, at that announcement. Went in and looked into all the information they talked about, what it could do and what would be happening. And the more they talked about it, the more worried about it I became. Every video is either this is bullshit or 5 hours of just, ah! Yeah! Because, I mean, that was like Doom on the Switch. I heard Doom was coming to the Switch, and I spent 30 minutes in the car driving home with Shaman in the seat next to me, just looking at him like, Doom! That's essentially what my reactions are. It's just being like an inconsolable, like, 5-year-old for like 5 minutes. I won't rule out reactions, it's just I don't know if they would be something I would do frequently. I would be more likely to give a first impression as opposed to giving a reaction. I could give a first impression, like, after like, okay, this is cool, this is cool, this is dumb, that's bullshit, this is amazing. Like, I could give a first impression of stuff fairly easily, because after I get over my initial excitement or hatred, I can better analyze what I'm looking at. Yeah, Doom! I didn't even play Doom on Switch on stream, because I'd already played Doom 2016 on stream before, so I didn't play the Switch version on stream, but I immediately got it when it came out and obsessively played it till I beat it. I love Doom, man. I want to sing Doom song now. Yeah, that was kind of it. I was essentially doing that in the car ride all the way home. The fact that Shaman didn't, like, throw something heavy at me was a miracle. He could not have been pleased with me. So, maybe first impressions. I could see doing first impressions way easier than I could see, doing actual reactions. Be open to, let's see. There's a parody video I'd like you to see. Oh? Send it to me. But yeah, no, like, there have been so many times, like, I've just, like, completely lost my stuff and expected somebody to just, like, want to throw me out of a moving vehicle. That was one of those moments. That's how I view my reaction to things as, is a moment where people probably want to just throw me out of a car. That's the most honest. Like, ask Colby, ask Felghost, ask Joel, ask anybody who has been around me in person is seeing my initial reaction to something. It's pretty awful. See, I've been thinking about a long time ago. Hellsing Unlimited could be good. Looking into the nuances of Hellsing could be fun. See, I like things where I can kind of like dive in and converse with you guys about either the nuances, the lore, the weird stuff the community does around things. Like, I ran an entire Pokemon panel just talking about weird Pokemon fan theories. And I would love to turn that into a video of just weird Pokemon fan theories. Like the theory on Missing No, and the theory on Lavender Town, the Ghost Hand, all this other kind of stuff. I would love to do videos on that kind of thing. That's alright, Pegasus. I'm going to be showing off exactly what we're doing for the video and stuff in just a minute. What the surprise was, basically. In just a moment, because I'm going to be re-showing it. It's still got some hiccups to work out. It doesn't work as well for live streams right now, which if I can fix that, I have something else I want to add on to this. But I have sat around with people talking about lore to such a degree for everything I'm interested in that I would love to do real videos on the lore and history of it. So that's what this is for. My brain's kind of just all over the place. But hey, how's it going, Laku? How are you? But if this does well, and I'm not saying it's gotta do great. I'm not sitting there saying, oh my god, it gets thousands of views and everybody freaking sees it, or any of that kind of crap. I'm just like, if this does about what a stream does, I want this to kind of become something permanent I do on the channel, making these video types that I'm working on. I want these little dudes here to be a major part of the channel. I want you guys to be able to see this and be like, yo, that's wrong buttons. This is a learning curve, by the way. But I want you to be like, yo, that's freaking awesome. That. This is what I want to see. I want you guys to be hyped for this kind of stuff. Will it happen? I don't know. This could go incredibly well, or this could go bad. And I'm hoping it doesn't go really bad. But even if it does, I'm going to be excited. Why do we even have that? Please let you do what you like with that. Hi! And how's it going, Warnie? Well, see, it's easier to talk directly. I've done stuff that I'm passionate about. I've played games I'm passionate about. I've done that. I've also seen some of these things do incredibly well, and I've also seen some of them do very poorly. Now, I usually still stick them out till the end. I still play all the way through them. I still do all this stuff with them. And I'm going to be doing more than one video. Regardless if the first video does great or not, I'm still going to be doing more than one. We're going to... Because I think that one, if the first one does great, that may be a fluke. I need to do more to test that. First one does bad, well, I can improve. So, and that may be what's needed, is for it to improve. So, I'm going to do at least a few of these. But, you can ask Joel, I've been talking about doing this style of video since the channel started. Can't sleep? Try some warm milk. I hear that helps. There's amazing potential in the puppet. I think it will do well for the type of videos you're talking about. See, I've seen similar things. They're like, my biggest inspiration for how I'm doing this is an animation reviewer, a cartoon reviewer known as Saberspark. I've seen other people do similar stuff to his, and I've seen people that do similar stuff to what I'm working on, and seeing... So I know it has the ability where it could do good, but also because similar people, or there are people that do similar things, it could do incredibly bad. I have to make sure that I find ways to make it my own. That's the key. So what's going on with the video? I'm still working on it, and it should still be out tomorrow. So it's still on schedule. Video's coming out. I decided to show you guys what I'm working on with it, with the little puppet that I've got working. So yeah, it's going to be anime related, and I hope everybody's excited for it. I am very excited for it myself. I'm going to test a couple things out with it, because I'm not sure if I want to make all of these videos coming out primarily anime focused, because it's something that like I want to do content on that I don't get to work on enough. I don't get to do enough of what I want to do for anime on this channel. Like, we get to occasionally talk about it on live stream, and that's fine, but I want to do so much more with it, because I have been doing so much anime watching since all this crap went on with COVID and we've been locked in our houses. I have caught up on so much anime. I've watched so much new anime. And that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much, like, hyper passionate about two things: anime and video games. My body is Reggie. Reggie, no! But no, so that's the battle play. As well as, like, okay, a lot of you guys remember this. A few nights ago, we were talking about, like, messed up stuff in cartoons. Right? We're talking about, like, all the, like, either cartoons that are no longer... Either cartoons that were banned, cartoons that were banned, or cartoons that were really messed up to us as kids, and stuff like that. So, I've been possibly looking into carrying that over into a video. Don't even get me started on Courage the Cowardly Dog. I could make an entire video on just that show alone. Head of Helix, body of Reggie, heart of Reggie Fils-Aimé. Oh my god! That sounds like a very scary individual. Oh, praise the Helix! Yes. Jesus Christ, he. Incoming burb treats. Thank you, Hiei. Oh my god. Love in the chat for Hiei. Hearts for all. God, his name is too long in the box. 2 more events happen and the long name will dissipate out. I hope. I have no idea what will happen. It just keeps going. Thank you very much, Hiei. Oh my god, Jesus. Jesus Christ. I was actually about to say something. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh my god. My brain kind of broke with that. I was going to, like, say something else that, like, I had an idea for. And now it's just, woo! It's completely gone. Let me sit there and think for a minute. Oh my god. There are other new things we've got. Like, there are new cards and things coming. They'll be going live on Friday. As well as, I think I'm going to add something else to members. Where I give, like, some extra tidbits. It's going to be... I've been in a gray area about this. Because I have always stated that I will not withhold video content from people. And I don't like doing the early video content for members thing, but I do think that what I'm going to do is, like, have, like, bloopers and, like, weird mess-ups and stuff in its own little silly video that I might do for members. Like, here's a behind-the-scenes look at how often I will fudge up, like, 12 lines in a row. Oh, there was something else. It was anime-related. It was video-related. Oh, what was it? Think, Zombie. Yes, there are new cards coming. And hello, I'm Dad. No, it's, what was it? 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 Because it was going to be talking about the nuances of something. But one of the ideas I have is doing a video explaining horror in anime and why it's so tricky in anime. Because there are so many horror animes that are not scary. that are just, they're not scary. Some are gross and disgusting, some are very violent, but a lot of them aren't scary. And talking about the ones that do it right and the ones that get it horribly wrong. And I'm gonna have one of the most. I'm gonna have a very controversial take on that video because I'm gonna put an anime in there that's not scary, and I'm gonna get yelled at for it because a lot of people claim it's very scary, and it is absolutely not. Especially if you know it's source material, and I'm gonna get yelled at. It's probably gonna be my most disliked video on the channel. I'm doing pretty good on that. I'm unveiling a new thing. I'm unveiling a new thing, and I'm very excited to unveil the new thing. Let me show you a new thing. Hello! Howdy! I hope you're well. I hope you're hyped. I hope you're excited. I've got new animated things that are kind of... Yeah, we're still working on this. We're still getting stuff figured out. Hopefully it works out soon. I could go well if we get everything working right. Basically, I'm unveiling the video project that I'm working on by showing people this and the ideas for it. I'm hoping that as I learn this, I can better start to understand things like editing themselves. Pegasus! So we should take a screenshot for copy. Oh my god. Thank you very much. Drink a Monster 300 triple shot before work and I'm hyped. Man, that's some caffeine in a heavy way. Get some love in the chat for Pegasus. Jesus Christ. It went across my entire bar. What on earth? Thank you very much, Pegasus. Oh my god. Let's see. Let me grab a screenshot of that myself. There we go. That's insane. Power Ranger helmet? I can wear this thing. It's awesome. Absolutely love it. It actually fits my big ass head. That really shocks me. Joel. But no, so we got a lot of new stuff coming out, but I'm more curious on what kind of things y'all want to see more on. Like I've got my horror evaluation anime. I'm going to be talking about what does and does not work, as well as comparing it to manga, but not on the manga version of stuff in every case. In some cases I will. I'm going to get so yelled at for that video, and I can see it now, and I'm going to scream about it, but at the same time, I think it could be fun. See, I don't have a visor. The visor on mine doesn't fog up on this one. I still want the Green Ranger helmet really bad, but this is still... The Red Ranger was one I had to have, because I got everything to match it, including my morpher and everything else. I found a hoodie that I want to buy so bad. It's not in the cards right now because we got other stuff coming up, including stuff to make videos a little bit easier on here. But I found a Red Ranger Power Ranger hoodie on Etsy that someone makes that I want to go with my damn helmet because I'm freaking 5. The green helmet is so expensive now. I think it's getting a redo through the Hasbro toy line like the Red Ranger one did, because there are 2 versions of the Red Ranger helmet. One of these is incredibly expensive. Well, see, what I'm going to be talking about as far as scary, I'm not going to be sitting here saying that you're wrong if this scares you kind of type deal. But what I'm going to be talking about is the effectiveness of dropping scares into an animated format. When you have something that's constantly moving, it's going to purely depend on how you make stuff happen and how you show stuff. There are a lot of horror anime that will try to go for either pure shock value or a lot of gore. Like, they go for a lot of these things, and though these things can be unsettling, a lot of times they don't really instill dread and fear. You also have anime that also, like video games, like to drop a lot of jump scares. And jump scares, though be it are scary in the moment, they're only scary for like a minute second. So that's what I'm going to be going into, is the nuances of how anime can instill fear, ones that do it better than others, and why that is, how their execution is done. I'm not going to be sitting there saying, this anime is just not scary because it's just not, versus this one, because I really like it, is scary. Because there are a couple animes that are scary to me, or that instill fear and dread to me, that don't in other people. I can definitely see that. I can see where that is subjective. So I'm going to be looking more into the nuances and the tools that artists use in putting in fear, and how some artists utilize it better than others. That one I'm about halfway through the script for. And I honestly, I kind of cheat with that one, because I did a panel on that years ago and told a lot of that, but I did so in a different format. I was explaining the difference between Japanese horror and Western horror, specifically Japanese horror and American horror, and how each one does things dramatically differently, and also why when you see a lot of remakes of Japanese films like The Grudge or The Ring, how for a lot of people it wasn't, the American versions were nowhere near as scary as the Japanese versions. And I'm going to try, like I explained in that panel, why that was. Why these things worked in this version but did not work in the other version. And how in parts where the American version still managed to get stuff right, and why some American audiences were still terrified of them versus not being terrified of the Japanese version for this, that, the other reason. So I'm going to be working on, so I worked on both of those. So I'm kind of taking a play off of that, because I also showed horror and anime in that one by using Higurashi as my biggest viewpoint. And that story time. Okay, I know everybody likes story time. We're having a story time moment. Are you ready for a story time moment? For one of the proudest moments in my entire convention career. Are you ready? Are you ready for story time? I want to see it. I want to see emotes in the chat. Come on. Come on, show me some hype. Show me some excitement. If you want to see, like, one of the, like, if you want to hear about one of the, like, most insane moments I've ever had at a con, let me see it. Let's go. Because, oh, boy. I got in trouble over this. But I was so proud of myself. Keijo's going to be watched soon, Jake. And I might make a video out of it now. Okay. As you all know, I used to go to conventions all the time. We haven't due to COVID, but I used to all the time. And I used to be a performer who would do, like, singing, dancing, stuff like this during conventions, as Kaito, from Vocaloid. But I also used to run panels discussing two topics: Pokemon and horror. The greatest moment I ever had at a convention, ever, as well as the wild, well, okay, it's not necessarily the wildest moment, but it gets there, was running a horror panel. I literally only had about a week to plan this. And the person I was working with to work on it bailed on me. So I was freaking out. I had no idea how I was going to get this to work right. But I had taken several videos and recorded footage and this, that, and the other. Got myself in the full-blown cosplay, which this was the unveiling of my Bayonet cosplay. Or Bayonet cosplay, however the hell you want to pronounce the ghost puppet Pokemon. The room was packed. people were super excited for this. We turned the lights off, we turned on purple mood lighting and all this, that, and the other, and we started explaining the nuances of horror to the audience. Now, a couple of fun things happened during this. One, my wife at the time was actually underneath the table I was sitting at, because the table had like this cloth on it, finishing up her costume, because she was going to come out as the girl from The Grudge. So she's getting herself all dressed up and doing all that good jazz. And I'm explaining how Japan tackles anime and horror and this, that, and the other, and yada, yada, yada. So we first scare the hell out of the audience by my wife crawling out front of the table about halfway through the event, and she's doing like this creepy, like twisted, like disjointed crawl, while having a mask over my face, am doing the Grudge noise as she comes out, just and all that other good shit. This already freaks out a lot of people, and I am elated by this. But where I have the best moment that I also get in trouble for, this panel required identification to get in. You had to be 18 plus or be accompanied by a parent. So there was an adult, except for one kid. There was a kid who was like 6, front row in the audience with his dad. I decide I'm going to tell people about the art of show not tell. But then I also decided I was going to poke at it, saying there were exceptions to the rule in that in what you don't see can be even scarier. And I started showing Higurashi. Specifically, I started showing a scene in Higurashi where a girl is getting stabbed repeatedly. And in the process of this, because this is a wild scene, this is a very uncomfortable and horrifying scene, because you get to see the darkness of this character that's doing this, as well as the darkness of this universe as a whole. You hear the character getting stabbed, you see the arm movement, and you see blood happen, but the trick about it was the version I showed was the censored version of this. And this was the censored version that aired in Japan. This was the censored version for Japan because the violence was graphic. You can only see the uncensored version by owning the Blu-ray of it in Japan. And I showed how the censored version was scarier than the uncensored version, because all you're getting is silhouettes and a little bit of movement while hearing the person who's getting stabbed just constantly apologizing. They're apologizing to the person who's attacking them. And it's very distraught, it's very upset, it's very panic-inducing. And throughout this is the moment that gets a hold of everybody. To the extent that I have someone in my audience pass out. I have a grown-ass man pass out in my audience. Now, usually, them being a grown-ass man wouldn't matter, except for the fact that this person came in claiming to be this big, bad, and buff dude and was trying to give me flack and heckle me throughout the entirety of my panel. Dude straight up faded. Yeah, just passed the fuck out. Gone. And the best part is the kid in the audience just kind of looks up. The kid in the audience doesn't flinch, not once. Looks at this guy and is like, "You need some help, mister?" And I just died. Because I had to stop the panel. I had to. Lights came on, everything. Like, I had to stop the panel and everything for like a couple minutes. walk over to him, kind of pat him on the face, get him up, and like, dude's just like, yeah, I'm fine, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, and I get a couple of the security guys to walk him out and take him to the med booth just in case, like get him some water, get him some sugar in his system, all that other good jazz. Help this poor man out. But I internally was just dying with laughter. It's all in what you don't see that messes with people. A raid? A raid? A raid? What? What? What is this raid you speak of? What are you doing? What kind of raid do we have here? What kind of... Also, hello everyone! How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good day. Because I'm having a fantastic day. And it's even more fantastic now that you're all here. I have no idea what you guys are going to think about this, but... Ta-da! New thing! So, how did it go over there? How was the game? Did you enjoy all the craziness that comes? Man, I really need to get back into more Splatoon. I've been playing a lot of Splatoon, but I need to play way more. What do y'all think? More Splatoon? I think more Splatoon. I like Splatoon. So hello! How do you do, everyone? I hope you're well. This right here, we're having a chat and chill today, and I'm explaining what I'm going to be doing with upcoming videos on the channel. I'm going to be using these, and hopefully it goes good. I really hope. But these are what we're using for the new videos that are coming out, where I'm going to be explaining stuff like anime and gaming history, anime genres as a whole. I think it'll be good. But it has potential. At least I think it has potential. So what do y'all think? Good? Because I kind of like it. Welcome back! It was great to play with Squidman. Morakora? I think you got it backwards. It gave the No, you didn't get it backwards. Okay. But yes, the first video should be up tomorrow. And I am stupid excited for it. The anime waifu game backwards. They put, okay, I had money left over for when I bought Scott Pilgrim, and they had, I didn't know that Vocaloid came out on Switch. I have Vocaloid on everything else, and they put out this big sale on Switch, which is still going on right now. If y'all need any games, get them now. I saw the Vocaloid game, and I was like, and it was on sale, so I said, screw it. And I used the last of my Nintendo wallet on it. That and my gold coins. This one actually is not Voltron. This is the original Megazord. I have Voltron all the way up there. Made out of Legos. As well as... There's another one behind him, behind the Yoda. So I don't know if y'all can see that. But, yeah. I do have Voltron too. I love giant robots. So... Ta-da! It exists. Chibi Zombie videos. Yes! I'm very excited for Chibi Zombie videos. All the art for them was done by a lovely artist known as Jerbear, which, if y'all want to check him out, this is a link to his Twitter page. If it'll let me post the link. Alright, you. Do not fight with me. I will do what I want. Y'all can find him here. He did all the work for those darling little chibis. Hello, Cheer Bear! See the new Dino Megazord they revealed today? I have not! Yeah, Kame's just like all the way across the screen. I'm hoping Kame comes in and sees it. Because that's from the Extra Life event. I'm dreading to see it because, like, I'm a Power Rangers nut. So, like, if I see more Power Ranger stuff, I will probably buy more Power Ranger stuff. And I don't need more Power Ranger stuff. I mean, as you can see from my helmet, my Morpher, and my Megazord back there, as well as, like, half my stuff back here is Power Rangers, Transformers, and Voltron related. I even got Transformers pop figures because I'm a walking 5-year-old. I don't need any of this. I have it anyway. But yes, so I hope y'all are excited for the new videos that are coming out. First one's going to be discussing an anime that I'm very, very excited for. Like, oh my god. I'm like stupid excited for it. It has actually just come out. There's only 2 episodes out now. I actually had to re-edit my video yesterday. That's part of why we canceled the stream yesterday. Another episode came out, and I had to rewrite certain segments of my video because parts of it were proven correct. Parts of a theory that Otteron and I were having going back and forth about this anime were proven correct in that episode, as well as new stuff, Otteron, that we did not think about. Oh my god, you gotta see the next episode. You are going to scream. This series is called Wonder Egg Priority. And here, I'll even show. I've got a screenshot that I can show for it. Just seeing this should be an attention grabber for everybody. Just look at how pretty that is. But it's not just pretty. Yeah, wait. It is also scary as hell. But it's scary in a way that is phenomenal because it's not overbearing scares. It is so good. Here, I'm going to type it in for everybody. It's currently only on Funimation right now. But, not sponsored by Funimation. Funimation right now has a free trial thing going on for like 2 weeks. It's like a 14-day free trial. Go try it. Just to watch this. It helps if I can spell. It's kind of like if you take Magic Madoka, and then take Silent Hill, and then take Coraline, slap all that together in an egg, and the egg hatches, and that's the baby born from it. It is so good, it's mind-blowing. The first episode was so big for me that I scrapped an entire script to make it happen. To make this video that's coming out tomorrow happen. I scrapped an entire, like, 18 hours worth of writing to make a video on this. I know that's probably like the weirdest combination y'all have ever heard. Only 2. It's only 2 episodes out so far. It's part of the reason why I'm making the video for it is more people need to see it. More people need to know it freaking exists. Like, oh my god. I already told people that I was making a video on this anime. I opened with that. Mainly because I want people to watch. I honestly want people to watch the first episode if they can before this video. Because I'm going to spoil the hell out of it. No, I did say which one. I said it quite early. And how's it going, Panda? Welcome. How do you do? I've been unveiling surprise to people. But no, I've said it. I said it once at the very beginning of everything. Because I want people to watch it first. If you can watch it before I talk about it, it's... Because I'm going to, like... I'm going to spoil the first episode in that video. Go back, because I did, like, you can go back and watch. Yes, I did say I wasn't going to spoil it, and then I spoiled it early. I've already spoiled it. I spoiled it early thinking about it. The anime is called Wonder Egg Priority. I would advise watching it before watching my video tomorrow, because my video is going to spoil the anime. Or it's going to spoil the first episode. I'm not going to spoil the entire series. I'm not even going to spoil the second episode. I do have some information because of the second episode to make it a little more coherent, but I'm not going to spoil the actual story of the second episode. But the themes that it covers are what I'm going to be talking about. Now, I am going to warn, the anime is incredibly dark. I'm not going to warn what it's about because I can't, but it is insanely dark and beautiful at the same time. But I would like it if y'all could watch the anime beforehand. If not, y'all don't care. Spoilers aren't a big deal because, like, the first episode reveals a lot and reveals nothing at the same time. So it should be school blocked Funimation. Your school would block the series just in general because there's blood in it and it talks about dark topics. But it also... Bird, I see you. He's like, Dad, let me out. How's it going, Irving? How are you? They would probably want to block you anyway, but like the story that it tells is very important. The story that it tells and the message in it and what's going to be the obvious theming around this series. I don't know if I'd... When I first saw it, I was like, this needs to be like school curriculum, like watching this for what its message is about. After seeing the first episode a second time, I was like, well, maybe not. But definitely, I do think everyone should watch this. It's been such a big deal that it made me way more hype to use this. And to make sure this worked to its full. And we spent a long time just thinking about how we're going to make it work and get it going. And the amount of confusion it caused. And there have been certain times where I've been like, worth it? Is it worth doing all this? And at the end of it all, I'm like, yes, this is definitely what I need. So, I hope you're as excited as I am about it. Because this is going to be hella cool. But, like, doing this format, the theming you see behind the character, getting the character's emotions right, and all this, that, and the other, and which emotions were needed. This anime, watching that first episode, is what caused all of it. This was the catalyst to punch it in the face and make it happen. Because what we were working with the PlayStation history video, which I was working on before this, was a lot lazier looking than what this is. It was going to be nowhere near as swanky as this was. As this is. Had Tumblr on my school computer till principal figured out what Tumblr was. Rip Tumblr though, man. Like, Tumblr just is like a shell of its former self. That should be a video right there. What the hell happened to Tumblr? can tell you what happened to Tumblr. Yahoo happened to Tumblr. That's pretty much what ate it. Also, I'm very happy. I have a dark chocolate orange. Best candy. I took it from Adults Made and make a non-kid site kid friendly. Yeah, because that definitely was not kid friendly.
You've got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images.
Yahoo and getting eat off the App Store.
You look at me,
You can still download Tumblr on Android. I still have it on Android. I had to re-download it after I got my new phone. You tried Dinner's subscription box? I didn't know it had ever been taken off because my phone always had access to it. School also blocked Twitch but not YouTube because reasons. Well, that's kind of silly.
you've got me
Tumblr decided to ban adult content, and that's what happened. They lost so many users when they decided to do that. Well, see, I didn't wind up using it for a ton of adult content or anything like that, just because, in my opinion, there's better methods. But I had a lot of cosplay friends that I had. You had your normal cosplay friends, and you had your cosplay friends that did adult cosplay content. And a lot of them were deplatformed overnight. Well, I say overnight. They gave them about a month. They gave them to like December 17th of that year to do it. So they gave them about a month. But like, they went ahead and started like banning content and this, that, and the other immediately instead of waiting till 17th. So a lot of them, the day they announced it, just disappeared and had to go find places elsewhere. I felt really bad for them because they were making a living off of that kind of content. Bird, I hear you. But you were bad all day today, chewing on my mic cable.
filling my mind with these images. And it's the way that you look at me.
Because adult content, they had to change a bunch of stuff.
I can't breathe.
See, I always had Android. I don't remember ever being removed off the Android market. I do think I remember hearing about it being removed from Apple for a short time. Just that too. I didn't use it for adult content either, but so many people did. I heard a lot of them were upset because that they were like, "Oh my God, the amount of stuff that I got to hear about that." How's it going, Crystal? What's up?
Saying words in
Like, I wound up hearing so much stuff because like they were people that I met at cons. I knew them. Here's my instant demonetization. Good thing the stream isn't monetized. I used to know a lot of the cosplay geeks. Still know a few of them. They're friends of mine. Some of them from our area, some of them not from our area. But I knew them. I had tons of them that I was friends with. And every one of them was yeeted off of Tumblr, and Tumblr was their main source of advertising and income. And they were not happy. Oh, you want to talk about mad. Had not safe for work account for putting questionable fan art to browse later. That account got yeeted. I was mad because artists that I followed for their safe for work stuff left Tumblr because they're not safe for work fans. So I had to follow them out. Yeah, see, that was it. There were a ton of people that had safe for work content that left in protest. And Lord help you, freaking Nipplegate. Where they couldn't determine where like nipples were bad, but only female nipples were bad, but guy nipples could be everywhere. So like Tumblr lost its mind halfway because you have people who are like, which kind of nipple is it, Tumblr? Which kind of nipple is it? Tell me, Tumblr. Look at this nipple, Tumblr. Tell me, is it a guy nipple or a girl nipple? And I fucking died. Yeah, that was literally one of the big things. Female presenting nipples. That was one of the things that got me. By the way, oh my God, for everyone who might not know me, who might be new on Otteron's channel, quick thing. Quick content warning, we here at Zombies Go On, we're not classified as family friendly, and our content is not meant for young viewers and or children. This video industry may contain profanity, crude humor, other humor may be appropriate for children, including the talk about nipples. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, it's more than too late. It's way too late. It's way too late. But I still gotta put that out there just in case. New Pokemon game intros. Are you a guy nipple or a girl nipple? I'm assuming most people know I'm not family friendly. I know that Otteron most of the time warns people. But like, Jesus Christ. I mean, everybody has nipples. It's not even that big of a deal. Everyone has nipples. I'm sorry. Everybody's got nipples. Like, it's kind of like the old titty conversation. Everybody's got titties. It don't matter. Guy, girl, are indifferent. Everybody's got titties. Everybody got nipples. It's just a thing. Who owns this titty? Indeed. Hey, Kill says otherwise. Ah! Oh, he says she ain't got no nipple. Yeah. Just, oh my God. Like, that used to trip me out so bad. They used to have in the TOS show balls go crazy. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, that's what it was. It's freaking Nipplegate. I remember we went to the year that they were doing the ban on that. Zombie and I went to Holiday Matsuri in Florida, and there were people carrying like signs. And people doing cosplays of, like, just Tumblr banning shit. Which is the craziest thing that I have ever seen. Is people literally cosplaying, like, Tumblr itself. Or business executives carrying Tumblr signs. Say, like, RIP Tumblr or stuff like this. And Holiday Missouri, if you haven't been, is a wild convention. Like, Jesus Christ. I've been to some crazy cons, but like 8 o'clock hits and damn near everyone's in their freaking underwear. I'd never seen that at an anime convention before. I was like, Jesus Christ. How's it going, Austin? That was amazing to enter stream too. Who owns this titty? I'm new here, by the way. Welcome, Irving. We talk about some weird stuff here. Wait, you know Monster Mac? I see you have a link to his channel. I love his own. Yeah! Monster Mac's been a good buddy of ours for a long time. It was a small con and it was like that. Wait, what small con are we talking about? Because I got to see a DashCon cosplay. It was amazing. Just a sad ball pit cosplay. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Oh my God. I'm glad you like it here. Is your name pronounced Jokino? Please tell me how to pronounce your name so I can do it correctly. Man, don't even get me started on DashCon. Jesus Christ, DashCon. I had a friend who went to DashCon, or what was supposed to be DashCon. They got to see the sad ball pit. I was like, oh God, never forget the ball pit. Never forget the ball pit. And I remember, I was working for Hamicon back then, and that was like what we were like freaking out over. Was like, we cannot be this bad. We have to like uphold the reputation of what a good con can be. Jokino. Got you. Okay, cool. So, like, yeah, like, we were, like, freaked out. I was like, we can't do that. And because of that, there was a rule for the longest time at that con. No ball pits. No ball pits, ever. No ball pits, no inflatable bouncy thingies. None of it. We cannot be DashCon. That was the only rule. Don't be DashCon. Okay, to explain the ball pit, DashCon was the Tumblr convention. It was supposed to be the Tumblr convention. And they advertised it heavily. It was everywhere. Everyone was talking about it. And then the day hit for DashCon. There were already, like, things that showed this might not be good. But it was supposed to be, like, one of the biggest cons ever. It was a big con, alright. It was a con job is what it was. People show up. Nothing's okay. There's nothing there. There are no... Just nothing. They were going to have Welcome to Nightville, apparently. Yeah, that's what they said. That's why my friend went, was they announced they were going to have Welcome to Nightville. My friend went, and they were not there. They were supposed to have all these cool attractions and stuff, and this, that, and the other. They had a ball pit. Not a big ball pit, like a child's ball pit. Like, my desk is bigger than this ball pit. Ball pit. It was sad. Wait. Because I don't think you understand. This image has been seen a bajillion times. So just for you guys, here you go. The DashCon ball pit. This was the key attraction at DashCon. The ball pit. Have at it. That was it. Welcome to the ball pit. Oh, I found it. I knew where it was. I know somewhere in the recesses of my phone, I have this image saved. Welcome to the ball pit. Hashtag ball pit con. Welcome to DashCon. Welcome to the ball pit, people. Welcome to DashCon. It's so easy to find. It is, like... Like... People took pictures in the ball pit. Like... Here, I've got one, because, like, this image was everywhere. It's, like, the most... Like, there were a bajillion of this image. Everyone got pictures of this guy in the ball pit. Because he was insanely popular at the time. Slenderman in a ball pit. Have at it. Yeah, remember when Slenderman was a big deal? How many people asked for a refund? Tons of people! No one got one! Not a single person got any money back. The hotel didn't get any money. Like, this was like... This ruined, like, convention reputation for a long time. A lot of places were gun-shy on holding cons because of this convention. Which is worse, DashCon or Rain Fur Fest? Oh boy. I know a long history on Rain Fur Fest, but there is a YouTuber who did a way better video on it. Here was Slenderman got a movie. I wish I didn't. Like, they're both bad. But DashCon was more of a con. At least, oh, what's it called? What's it? Rain Fur Fest. At least that con happened. Guess you could say nobody had the balls to host one after that. Oh my god! Alright! Oh my god. Oh boy. Will not retract. I die on this hill. Oh my god. Otter. Beautiful. Oh my god. But yeah, no, like, Tumblr was a wild fucking ride, just all around. Everything about Tumblr was weird, man. Right down to its weird-ass freaking convention. Welcome to DashCon. We have a ball pit. No one had a ball there. How are you liking Yakuza 0? I loved it until it freaking deleted my not safe for work account. I mean, I still have Tumblr, but I barely use it ever. Like, after they removed that, a lot of my friends got deplatformed. Like, even though I wasn't following a lot of not safe for work stuff, I mean, there were some things here and there, but even though I wasn't following a lot of that, a lot of the stuff that I did follow that was normal left along with the not safe for work because they all left in protest. So I lost everything that I was watching it for. Like, even a lot of, like, my gaming stuff that I was looking up on there that showed really cool gaming swag from across the world disappeared. And I was like, are you kidding me? Scott Pilgrim's one of my favorite games ever. Remember, I made a Tumblr account and never used it till next week. Wait, what? But yeah, no, like, it took me forever to get into Ball Pit. I wound up with a girlfriend who obsessively used Tumblr. And so I wound up using Tumblr then because they convinced me to get one. And then I used it for pretty much everything, even after they and I broke up. And then 2017 happened and it died. And nothing's really replaced Tumblr for me. I'm not much of a Twitter person, as most of y'all can see. I use Twitter occasionally. But, like, it just doesn't have what I like out of what I have in Tumblr. I don't like Facebook. I have Facebook purely for cat memes, and so I can use Messenger. The soundtrack for Scott Pilgrim is phenomenal. Oh my god. See, I don't see a lot of hate on Twitter, but that's because most of the people I follow on Twitter are just people I've met through YouTube. I don't follow anybody personal on Twitter. Everyone I follow on Twitter is fellow YouTubers, and it's YouTubers that I'm used to. Twitter is hell for artists. It is. So, yeah, it's just been, like, and I barely use Facebook, and I'm using Facebook even less than I did, because I already didn't use it that much. I just have a lot of family that uses Facebook, so I would occasionally pop in on Facebook, and it used to be the main thing that all of us con-goers kept together with until Tumblr became a thing. Most of my con peeps went back to Facebook, and now they're all leaving in droves, because Facebook is nothing but a hate-filled cesspool right now. So, pretty much the only social media that I use is technically Twitter, and I barely use it because everything I do is on Discord. I keep track of everybody, talk to everybody, and see weird shit posted on Discord. And our Discord's been a lot quieter lately because I've been so distracted by this video that I honestly don't have a lot of social media anything right now. Everything else I do is YouTube. There was much talented artists that done weird things, so that's why I just post my art and bounce out until I make my next post. Never go that deep into Twitter. I understand, and see, that's just it. Like, everybody I follow is either an artist or a fellow YouTuber, like someone I've met through YouTube, and that's pretty much about it. Another thing can take Tumblr's place because it's impossible to get people on board with new platforms now. It is! How's it going, Dark Ray? And hello, Warlord. How are you? So, like, yeah, I legitimately missed Tumblr. Now, Tumblr had some weird shit. Tumblr had some shit that I was just like, I stayed in a very neutral zone in Tumblr back in the day. Like, I stayed out of any conflict involving stuff like social justice in any kind of fashion, because that's not what I was there for. I was there for games, art, and anime, and to connect occasionally with different communities that I like the Mega Man community was huge on Tumblr, so I connected with a lot of Mega Man peeps. Splatoon was pretty big on Tumblr for a while, so I connected with a lot of Splatoon peeps. Science side of Tumblr was great, and creepy side of Tumblr was amazing. Scott Pilgrim movie is awesome. I think you'll like it. Doing quite well. Hope you're well. You all are as well. Yes, yes, we are. Or at least I am. I can't speak for everybody else here, but yes. But yeah, I miss it. I do. But even right before they removed all the NSFW and everyone left in droves, it was already having problems because when Yahoo bought it, they put ads everywhere. And I checked out Tumblr again recently because I was just curious to see who was still there. Next to no one, but a couple people I follow are still posting. Have a good night, Warney. Take care. I hope you get plenty of sleep. Pleasant nightmares to you, my friend. But, I went back just to kind of check things out, and you can't scroll for crap without running into an ad. First had the same problem for Affinity. Nobody likes it anymore, but every time something new gets created, it dies off within a month because either no one joins or they don't have a mobile app. Ads are the worst. Like, I get ads. Ads are what keep a free thing free in a lot of cases. They work. And I mean, hell, like, warning real quick, my video tomorrow will have ads on it. Because I don't have a sponsor. So the video will have ads, but it's why I don't put ads on streams. Because this is live content. And the only ad that's going to appear on the video tomorrow will be at the start. It'll be a starting ad. There won't be any ads in between the video because I don't want that to happen. That won't happen. Because that just makes it where stuff like that doesn't. I don't like ads interrupting what I'm doing. And that's what I had the problem with Tumblr, was the ads got in the way, and it was just irritating. It's like, as you scroll, it's like, scroll ad. Half the time you'd wind up clicking a damn ad while trying to scroll past it. I'm like, this should not be happening. Lord, does anybody remember the Homestuck era on Tumblr? Jesus, you want to talk about some chaos. Ooh. And I was a part of that. Oh God. Don't remind me of my wrongdoing. Don't feel bad. I was a Homestuck fan too. I was a Homestuck cosplayer. I cosplayed Gamzee. The only major issue I had was I ran into somebody at a con while in full cosplay, and they were in full cosplay. Kami! You're across the entire bottom of my bar here. Yeah, Panda on stream recently. Have you already done it on stream yet? But Panda did a cosplay recently. But no, one of my craziest moments at no, not yet. Do thing. But no, I ran into a Homestuck cosplayer at a con. And I was dressed up in my Kaito outfit. And they ruined my coat. Gotta go high. They ruined my damn coat because they were cosplayed as one of the trolls, and they were, I think they were cosplayed as. Oh fuck! What's his name? Is it Aridin? The Aridin, the super muscular dude. I always hung out with Nepeta. But like this dude ran up and hugged me and did not seal his body paint and completely ruined my coat. I almost killed that guy. It took a lot for me not to kill that guy. Horse guy, not Aridin. Yeah. Oh, Aridin was. I don't remember who Aridin is. Who is the horse guy? Why can't I remember his? Equius. His name was Equius. That's right. So yeah, completely ruined my coat. And I almost ripped that dude a new asshole. I was pissed. And see, especially considering I had done Homestuck cosplays, I cosplayed Gamzee. So I was used to having all sorts of messy paint. Wait, is Equius not right either? Because Equius would make sense, because he's a horse guy, and Equius makes sense for the name because equine for horses. Yes, I am proud of myself. I have no regrets about doing it. You should be proud of yourself. I should connect my YouTube account to things like Instagram, for example. If I'm subscribed to someone that has their Instagram in their About section, then it automatically follows them. That'd be interesting. I technically have an Instagram, and I never use it. That's another like social media platform that like I just can't. It can't keep my attention. Snapchat never kept my attention. Like, because like I have several cosplay friends on Instagram. I would post the occasional thing on Instagram. Honestly, Joel, I think you would be right on that. I think that idea would probably be dangerous. See, for me, I usually don't multi-follow people, except for on YouTube and Twitter. Like, I follow my fellow peeps. That's my situation with Instagram. There's not that much on there that like can keep your interest. I think we'd like another Tumblr. I would just like Tumblr to be fixed because it still exists. There are two things that I missed that I wish would get fixed, and that is, one doesn't exist anymore, and the other still does. The two that I would like fixed would be I'd like the return of Vine, because I still like Vine's format better than I like Tumblr's format. But even if we got another Vine, or not Tumblr, TikTok, I would like Vine back, but even if we got Vine back, people would still be making video content like they do on TikTok on Vine now, just because that's how stuff evolved. So, have a good night, fellow ghosts. Take care. Pleasant nightmares to you. Do it for the Vine. And I would like them to fix Tumblr. Like, even if they don't bring back the not safe for work stuff, because like I could live with or without it, that doesn't bother me. But I would like for there to be less ads, for them to be a little more coherent on what they do and do not remove, and don't have a line like female presenting nipples will be banned. Kami, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it though. I'm always debating whether I want to delete my account or not because they are always changing it, and so far it's bad. See, the only reason why I'm not deleting my account on any of these things is because, honestly, as a YouTuber, you want to have, like, if you have your name, you want to make sure that you have your name for everything that's there. Like, I have my name on Xbox, I have my name on PlayStation, I have my name on Facebook, I have my name on Switch, I have my name on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I have my name because I don't want anybody else running around with my name. I want to say that I have an official account there, so if somebody posts something claiming to be me, I can just say, that ain't it, Chief. And it makes it far easier to do that if I have an account there. I can at least say, no, this is the real me. Here's proof of my account and where it exists. And that's the main reason why I don't delete any of my accounts anywhere. I've thought about deleting Facebook on more than one occasion, because even though I have a private Zombies Going On page, like I have a page that's got like Zombies Going On for a quote unquote fan page, but it's privated. I have it so no one else can use my damn name. I figured it was at least funny, but I don't want to mess up other peeps' names on the list, so I'm taking responsibility. That's appreciated, Cobby. I appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you very much. But that's why I personally can't delete my accounts, because they all have my name. It's also relatively easy just to say I don't have an account on that website, but I also prefer to have my username everywhere too. Well, see, I can say I don't have that account, but in saying I don't have an account there, they could easily sit and say, well, why did you not? Like, they can sit there and they can easily try to find ways to poke holes in it, because it gives you less ways to defend yourself. In saying you have the account, you can prove. In saying you have this account and this is yours, it'll usually have a tag somewhere or something on it to officiate that, yes, this is me on my account. I know who Laughing Jack is. It was an interesting creepypasta. Though, yeah, I prefer Eyelash Jack. See? Yeah, see, Pegasus Angel made you Kame Angel. We have it screenshotted because it was funny. But no, Tumblr is still just a weird time. Like, the more I think back about Tumblr, the more weird shit I saw on Tumblr. I remember I had a creepypasta page. I still listen to creepypastas. I don't listen to them as much as I used to, but I used to listen to them all the time. I used to think that's what I was going to do for video content, was making creepypastas. Twitter is a pain. Twitter is something that, like, I've never really gotten the hang of. As well as it has, like, you can promote tweets and stuff like that and do all this, that, and the other with it. It's just weird. A lot of stuff on Twitter is weird. And everybody's always trying to cancel everybody over everything on Twitter. And it doesn't really do anything 90% of the time. Man, this conversation's gone just about everywhere today, and it's fantastic. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm just kind of like rambling by this point. I was about to ask, did you mean like the book, or did you mean like someone like Ryuk? What is the book? Okay. Have a good night, Jake. Take care and pleasant nightmares to you. But no, Twitter's just weird. It's just weird. Cancel culture can go cancel itself. And see, that's something like, as a YouTuber, like, everybody, like, has to worry about. What will you be canceled over? What stupid thing could you say that'll get you canceled? What stupid thing could you say that'll get you completely destroyed? Was was one of the last to make it to Tumblr in my friend group at the time, jumping over from LiveJournal. Now I'm one of the last who made it to Twitter. I didn't make it to Twitter until I made a YouTube account. Purple's a better color than pink. I'm assuming that's a reference from somewhere, but purple is a better color than pink, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. I'm not that much into politics. That's one of the reasons why I don't go on Twitter. I just don't follow most of the politics. Like, I don't see a lot in the way of politics on my Twitter page. Is knowing you can be canceled for stupidity years ago. Well, see, I don't have anything floating around that I think I could get canceled over. I've only had like one major beef / drama in my life ever. And it was with someone I dated. And they pretty much lost their damn minds and tried to destroy me all around. And in the most poetic, beautiful, like, sense of justice I've ever seen, I didn't even go to them. They saw this stuff happening. Most of my exes, some of which I'm not even friends with, popped in the middle of this fight that was happening and this amount of quote-unquote canceling that was happening to me and stepped up for me. My exes stood up to me. It's like, yeah, no. It's like, that's a lot of bullshit, and let us tell you why. And I was like, well, thank you. But it was really trippy. But no, my easiest way of avoiding getting canceled is I'm just very transparent with people. I don't leave stuff that's going to just bite me. I haven't finished Scott Pilgrim on stream. We were on the final boss. I haven't come back to it on stream yet. Because we got to literally the final boss and the game bugged on me. They released a patch that fixed the bug that we had a problem with. But, like, it bugged out and just, like, ate me. Does anyone remember Webkins? I remember Webkins. I didn't use it. I did not use Webkins at all. But I used the hell out of Neopets. I was all about Neopets. I still have an active Neopets account today. I'm barely on it. My pets are probably starving to death. But I used to be all about Neopets. I had Neopets plushies. I had a Neopet virtual pet. I had Neopet cards. I had some really cool, like, actual in-game Neopets. Like, I had, I don't like horses. I don't like the Uni. But I had a Halloween Uni because that was cool as shit. Because it was one of the 4 horsemen. I had a Jet Sam. I had the gecko that I can't remember the name of. And I had the bat. No, I wound up transforming my bat into the penguin. Another way to play that. I heard about Zookazoo, but I never played it. Speaking of Scott Pilgrim, I'm not into it, but a friend got me the game, so we have something to play together, and I freaking love it so much. The game is great. The game's the best, like, for me, and here's Scott Pilgrim Blasphemy. For me, the best part of all of Scott Pilgrim stuff is the game. Have Neopet Uni robot toy that neighed when you talk to it. That sounds awesome. Horse or house? I have no idea what that is, Caleb Panda. I miss Flash games. I had so much memories playing. Oh, I wonder. Can Neopets actually exist anymore without Flash? Crystal! Thank you! Excite excitement. I have no idea why you did that, but I hella appreciate it. Thank you. I'm very excited. If you can't tell, I'm very excited. Thank you very much. Also, for everyone who I don't know what y'all think of it, but this is what I've been working on with Jer Bear for the past couple of weeks. The video's gonna be made up of tomorrow. So, hoping that works. But, yay! Thank you, Crystal! Hearts in the chat. Zombies go chibi. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoy all the new emotes and things. Crystal Big Epic indeed. You're working on Knives? See, Knives I think is the only character I've never played. I bought the DLC for when the original game came out and never played her. I played a lot of Wallace. And I've played a lot of, I usually play Scott. I used to play Ramona a lot. I liked Ramona. Ramona was a lot of fun. It's Scott here. Why you smacked yourself? Like, you know what? You just left. I like Stills. I did like Stills a lot. See, Zombie main's Kim. Now, see, if you get all the band members together, cool stuff happens. Y'all should try that out. The 4-player with all the band members. Cool stuff happens. Scott is an ass. I'm sorry, he is. Like, in the movie, he is like the ultimate ass. No, he is an ass. Scott is an ass. Like, if you look at the stuff between him and Kim, him and Ramona, him and Knives, and how he just pretty much says, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna avoid everything. Yeah, no, Scott's an asshole. In the movie, he's built to be one of the most unlikable characters until the end of that movie. I can agree with that, Jer Bear. I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, he's supposed to be an ass. He's written that way in the movie. I love her design. Now, I will say that, like, anybody who winds up liking the game, if you want to check out some Scott Pilgrim media, check out the graphic novel. The game follows the graphic novels a lot better than the movie does. The movie's good. I like the movie a lot. But I prefer the graphic novel as far as story. But, like, just the weird, trippy bullshit that is the movie is fantastic. There's a reason why it's a cult classic. Hey, have a wonderful night, my friend. Take care and pleasant nightmares to you. Rockly, the game's title implies it's based on the movie. It does. It implies it's based on the movie. It looks like it's based on the movie because it has the Universal logo when it pops up. But they followed the graphic novel more than they did the movie. How many volumes is coming? Lord, I don't know anymore. I wish my brother was here. He could tell you. Because he's read all of it. I never got to finish it. Mainly because a lot of times I'm borrowing it from him. Oh. This has been all over the place tonight. Tumblr, Twitter, social media, random surprise, Scott Pilgrim, random horror stuff, convention stories. It's been another one of those nights. I kind of like it. Titties. Yeah, can't forget titties. We talked about titties. And Nipplegate. And DashCon. And the ball pit. The first time I heard about Scott Pilgrim was because of the death battle between Amy and Ramona. That's right, that did happen. He said balls. Bush tits. It's a type of bird. It is a type of bird. Sometimes you need a night like that. Indeed. I do admit this will be a shorter night than what we usually do because I do need to finish that video I'm working on. But I didn't want to go another night without stream, because that's almost what happened. We almost went one more night without a live stream. And I just like, no. A pair of great tits is also a bird. It's also a bird. Oh my god. Your friend got finches? Finches are neat. I always like finches. Finches are really cute, but finches are usually like angy little things. Should have gotten back sooner. Yes, you missed the titties discussion. That's what started the whole Tumblr thing, was talking about Nipplegate, man. Like, oh my god. Female presenting nipples. You can have male nipples on Tumblr, but you can't have female nipples on Tumblr. And the trolls that would post a nipple and challenge Tumblr to be like, is this a male nipple or a female nipple? Tell me about this titty, Tumblr! How bird do I have? Oh, let's get him out for a minute. Orion! Are you being a weenie? He's like, yes, I am. Come here, weenie boy. Come here, weenie boy. Weenie boy. Come on. Over here. I didn't say fly on my head, dingus. I have a cockatiel. His name is Orion. He's a little weenie boy. Somebody else said that too. What kind of discussion does Tumblr have? Right now, I don't know. I haven't been on Tumblr like properly in ages. But ta-da! No, Dad, I just got out. Please don't remove my nipples. But yeah, like, female presenting nipples is not allowed. I'm like... But then they try to say if it was done in artistic presentation, you could do it. But then they couldn't figure out what artistic presentation was classified as. So... all nipples were banned. But they don't know how to properly police that even, because nipples still appear. All the posts that got wrongly flagged, it's not safe for work because the picture was pink. Yes, I remember that, because I had pictures that were flagged as inappropriate, and I couldn't figure out why for the life of me. And then I finally got to see what pictures were flagged. I had one that was flagged. Don't you chew on that. I had one that was flagged, because this was back when the amiibo craze had started up. I had a Princess Peach amiibo that was flagged. What? It was just a standard Princess Peach amiibo. But apparently, Princess Peach is too sexy for Tumblr. What are you doing? You got a weird face to me. Eat them pets. No, it was not in a jar. Not that one. Oh God, for the love of God, no. Why'd you have to remind me that that exists? Joel, Jesus Christ. Jerry Bear, I got another, like, an emote we need to do. We need to have one for, like, pure and utter disgust. Joel, yeah, Joel, go to burb jail. You no longer have to go to burb jail. It's not you anymore. It's Joel. Joel gets to go to burb jail. He gets to take your place in burb jail. Joel, go to burb jail. Just go to Weenie Hut Jr. Go to Weenie Hut Jr., Joel. Right this instance. And boop. I think I can sketch that one tonight. Really? Oh, because that's one we need. Oh, we definitely need one for that. Just like, oh, God. Joel, why? I had somehow pushed that out of my mind. And now I'm remembering that there's multiple jars that are like that one for multiple properties. And my soul hurts. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Oh my God, my soul hurts now. Notice a few times some deactivated user page gets redirected to an inappropriate website. I haven't seen that. No, we're not. We're not having the jar discussion today. There's a guy on YouTube. His name's Wang. He can explain jars, because I don't want to know about jars. Just here. Look that guy up. He talks about the dark side of the internet. He can tell you about every type of jar that exists. You're going to regret it, but he'll let you know about it. You don't want to know about jars, but he'll tell you about jars. No jar discussion at the time. Jars are a no-go. Jars are a no-fly zone here. Nope. That is a bit of human disgustingness that, like, even I'm like, oh no. And I live for human depravity. I live for depravity, scary, weird, creepy, bullshit, all that. I live for that kind of weird stuff. Don't look. You don't want to look up it. You don't want to look up the cardboard box. Welcome back, Orion. Been lurking, but I must go now. I have 7 a.m. class tomorrow, and it's midnight. Have a good night, Alana! Take care! I might rather explain what something is to the curious, but in this case, I'm sorry. But I'm going with a resounding hell no. Usually, I would explain it. I gave everybody, I gave you a YouTuber. Go watch the YouTuber, because he'll explain it for you. He'll explain it for you. Because he has no problems doing it. I, for one, don't want to. 2, can't as well as he does. How you doing, Orion? Are you being a little weenie boy? Just trying to get at my cord again? Say hello to the chat. Be like, yo, what's up? I'm a burb. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. It's not just Tumblr either. Bots scour the internet for domains that are about to expire to repurpose them for those kinds of things. Funny enough, it happened to my Minecraft servers website. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Can't wait to delete my history. Fair enough. Watching you. It's like watching you. Get them pets. Joe. Yes, I do know. It's one of those, if you know, you know. I was kind of traumatized. Yep! That's the internet for you. Piezzo little burb. I mean, technically anything can be lewd if you look hard enough. I'm annoying my bird. Boxes aren't innocent either. Rule 34 of the internet, everybody. If it exists, it should be if it exists, it can be looted. Not if it exists, there's port of it. It should be just if it exists, it can be lewd. Period. I do wonder if they're announcing for what they're announcing for Resident Evil tomorrow. Same? Tumblr's how I learned the term shipping. Okay. Random cartoon moment because Kelly brought that up. One of my favorite things ever is an episode from a cartoon. I didn't enjoy the cartoon itself, but I enjoyed this one episode immensely. Does anybody remember the cartoon Uncle Grandpa? I know everybody remembers what Steven Universe is, but does everybody remember Uncle Grandpa? They have an episode of Uncle Grandpa where they cross over with Steven Universe. And one of my favorite things is they put Lars, and I can't remember her name. Oh, what the hell is her name? The blonde girl who was in love with him. I can't remember her name now to save my damn life. Sadie, that's it. They put them on a ship together. Because people shipped them. Because they weren't official. And people blew them apart with Uncle Grandpa's headcanon. And sunk their ship. And I died. That's one of the greatest jokes I have seen in cartoon history. I love it. I absolutely love it. I wasn't a fan of that cartoon per se, but I loved that. Someone's where I learned I wasn't straight. Oh my god. It was fucking beautiful. It was! It was like one of the best things ever! Oh, it left me hopeful that we'd be seeing other old cartoons returning. Because, like, they had, like, the list with Dexter and Powerpuff Girls on it and stuff like this. At the end of it, I was hoping it meant there was going to be some kind of a major resurgence. And we got really weird Powerpuff Girls. And that was it. Tumblr was a strange and beautiful place. It was. It really was. Has anyone ever shipped a couple that's not even canon at all? I have a couple times. Usually I don't, but I have a few times. For me, it depends. Some cartoons are good, some cartoons are Every cartoon has 34 reasons to be alike. It's, oh my god. It's true. Now you have a big question. What is your big question? Man, I know, right, Jerbear? Let's talk about Tumblr. It really take me back to the past. Okay, I hope I worded this correctly. Okay, what do we got? Over here, shipping Knucklesy and Echidna with Vector the Crocodile from Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my god, Joe. I still see that panning out. I would see it like... For one, I actually do like the pairing of Knuckles and Rouge, which they kind of have canon, but not. But I honestly kind of like Knuckles and Espio. I think that's a better grounding pair. However, there weren't 4 Powerpuff Girls. I mean, there was for a little while. The Teen Titans revamp was awful. Teen Titans Go has had its moments because at least it's self-aware. I mean, yeah, Kelly? Like, I literally just said one. Knuckles and Espio from Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, that happens. If it fits, it fits. It's not a big deal. There are also male Powerpuff. Yeah, the Rowdy Rough Boys. Yeah, they made Bunny, but Bunny technically was a 4th Powerpuff Girl. Whether they made it or Professor Utonium made it, there was a 4th for a while. Even though most of the characters don't have canon sexuality. Yeah, JoJo's like... The JoJo fandom is notorious for, like, mixing everybody together. And the art just, like... With the art for it, like, how can you not see it? Like, see it happening. With how they do the art style, with how they do the character writing, with how they interact with each other. Like, every character in JoJo's is a bromance. It just is. I'll admit, sometimes, like... I do sometimes have issues with changing a character's sexuality, regardless of what their sexuality is. I do sometimes have issues with that, because people will get so wrapped in their headcanon sometimes that just becomes the only way they can see it. We saw this a lot with Soldier 76. Soldier 76 is confirmed. They didn't 100% confirm in a direction, but he is confirmed to at least be homosexual. And people's headcanons for him and other characters was so heavy that people could not accept it. And I've seen it go for both directions, where people, like, will lose their shit for both directions. But it usually winds up being where that's the only shipping issue I ever have, is when they go so far out of their way to, like, mess up a character's sexuality. When the fandom goes out of their way, not the creators. The creators are able to do whatever the hell they want to. It's their property, by all means. But, like, the fandom lost their shit over 76. When Soldier 76 was confirmed gay, like, oh boy, the internet lost its shit. Not as bad as what they did with Tracer, which, I'm sorry, I saw that happening with Tracer. It's like, that was just going to happen. Marceline and Bubblegum? Yes! One became canon. Yeah, Marceline and Bubblegum became canon, and that was, like, for one, that was, like, so obvious. I was waiting for that to happen. I was like, why the hell hasn't that happened yet? I was very happy when they confirmed that. J.K. Rowling seems to have shoehorned Dumbledore to be gay for Grindelwald. We're not going to get into J.K. Rowling. Oh my god, I have so many problems with J.K. Rowling. That one makes me mad. Like, always, like, if you're going to do that, then make it canon. Make it canon. Don't just say shit later on down the line with no form or shape of representation in the books. No, you're gonna say that after the fact. What, were you fucking afraid of getting hate for it? No, go fuck yourself. If Anne Rice can make books about gay vampires all day and it sell millions, fuck, why the hell can't you just put that in? No, that was you looking for clout, Rowling. Jesus Christ, go piss up a goddamn road. Trying to say that you're an ally here and there, and then all of a sudden become like a transphobic piece of shit later down the line. I'm sorry. Fuck that bitch. I have some problems. Angie! Angie. Oh, that woman makes me mad. That woman makes me want to kick a damn baby. Oh my god. Oh. Hate. Hey, don't call Victor baby. I didn't call Victor a baby. Victor's a toddler. There's a difference. I'll agree with Joel that yes, that is kind of a hard topic. Diversity and representation need to be a thing. They do. They absolutely do. But you get into gray areas and spots where it can be kind of tarnished when you have people that are literally just shoehorning in just for the sake of saying, well, look, we did a thing, be happy. There are several franchises that are notorious for that kind of thing, which I'm not going to get into right now. There are right ways and wrong ways to do it. An example of a right way to do it is look at a series like Steven Universe, where things are just naturally accepted in universe and in canon. They do several other series that do this relatively well. Fuck, we played a game that did that relatively well. We played Bugsnax, where they had... Yeah, there you go! Bugsnax was a great way to do that without shoehorning it in people's faces and saying, look, we're so progressive. No, they made it normal. It was normal representation. Representation needs to be normal. It needs to look normal. It needs to be like... This is done just to show that it's a normal everyday occurrence, not the exception. Like, oh look, ta-da! It's a gay character. You have gay character today. Yay team! No, they don't need to treat it like it's like they're a sideshow freak kind of type deal. They need to treat them like they're normal people in a normal situation, not utilizing stereotypes for this shit. That's how you get proper representation. Proper representation is making it normal. Making it like it's not a big deal for there to be a couple of whatever sex or identity or whatever. Like, they're just normal people, like everybody else. Yes, including times where there are struggles and stuff like that is a good thing, but making that all that their character's about is... They're the token this character is not okay. Oh. She started saying things. Before bathrooms were invented, wizards just put their bowel movements on the ground. Oh my god. god, Joel. So yeah, that's how representation needs to be handled. It needs to be handled like it's normal. I mean, I rant all the time. A lot of people come to show up just to watch me rant and scream at things. Joel is a wiener. You are shedding so many feathers, my dude. You have so much floof all over your face. Here, let me help you out. Nee. There you go, bud. There you go, bud. F for the soda. But yeah, no, like, and I know, like, me shouting and rambling about it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to everybody, but random fun fact for everybody who somehow missed it. Not technically straight. I know it's no big secret here, but I know a lot of people don't know that. So, like, it always trips me out when I see a lot of this shit. And I have people that will, like, try to have, like, these conversations with me. And then they figure that out. And that becomes a whole hell of a to-do. Talked about, like, over a year ago. Talked about it more recently than that. I just don't bring it up all the time. So now Orion is molting. No, we can't tell yet because he hasn't got rid of all of his feathers. I'm thinking that he's probably male. I see, that's what I thought. See, that's what I thought, Tony. I thought, like, I never, like, came off that way, but Orion is evolving. Yep. He's evolving into bigger burb. Wooby-doo. Whoopee. I never really thought that was a big deal either. I obviously have my preferences. Everyone knows that I'm a kitty, but I never thought of it as a big deal. Man, I would be terrified if he evolved into a big bird, because he's already big. Step. Come on. I mean, look at him. He's huge. You put him side by side with Rivali, who's itty bitty. And, like, oh my god. Have a good night, Zach. Take care. Pleasant nightmares. I mean, it's usually the way I wind up thinking about things, which is sad but true. But no, like, to me it just never really matters. I mean, it matters, but I'm a firm believer in people should just get to be themselves. And just get to be peeps. Oh, he's getting them pets today. He is all about it. So we got late, had a bad headache, and thought it was Tuesday. How's it all go? How is all doing? It is doing well. On a personal level, it's not a big deal. Yes. Chirp? Are you a chirpy boy? Look at this big chirpy boy. Remy has actually gotten to see parts of the thing, but I'll show Remy again. Remy! 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 Bip! Remy! How are you? How's it going? I'm still figuring they're kind of working kind of weird. Everything went to hell in a handbasket with that button torch. Yeah, technical issues aside, I think we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Working through bugs. Being swanky. 3 hours wait. The me's! It's probably because it's live and running once. Singularity. It's probably everything at once while it's live. Because Streamlabs slows down when it's streaming. It's not as fast. Yep, the reason why it's Animal Crossing theme was, originally, the little zombie dude you see underneath me here, he was made by Jer Bear as a piece of art, for me. He made him as a gift. He made him, like, as a piece of fan art, in celebration of me playing Animal Crossing, which is something I want to go back to playing and making and designing clothes like I used to do. Here are all the ones we have so far. There's more coming. There is Standard, which is the most familiar with. Then there is Shocked. There is Meh, or Confused, or Questioning. Down and Out. There is Happy. And so there's 6 in total right now. Honestly, I was thinking about asking you about that Jer Bear, but with how on you, I didn't want to bother you with extra work. Feels bad, man. But I do think it would work better if we had the side. I just didn't want to throw extra work on your plate with everything else that you've been doing. Honestly, by the end of this, by the time that everything comes together, this will be a while. This isn't something I'm going to just do overnight. By the end of this, there should be a grand total of like 12 expressions. Maybe give or take 2 more. But there will probably be, by the end of this, anywhere from 12 to 15 expressions. Just depending on Jer Bear time, my time, and finances, and all that other good jazz. Yes, you should always pay your artists. Part of why these are slow in the making is because, like, I want to make sure that I can pay my artists. Make it work on a Joy-Con using stick and buttons. What I really want to do one day is I want to turn all these little dudes into like I would love to turn them into a 2D live virtual YouTuber thing, similar to what I had for Ashford. It's just, that takes so much to do. Have a wonderful night, Kelly. Take care. Pleasant nightmares. For one, I'd have to find someone who could do it. 2, the amount it would probably cost to do it would be insane. Even if we cheated and did it the simple way. Imagine creating them all in what's on the reaction selection bar from Animal Crossing. Oh, that would be such a hassle. That would be so, like, I would really have an emotion for everything. It would be very easy to do everything with, but Jesus Christ. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't afford to do that. I would love to, But I couldn't. I don't think I could ever afford to do that. And the amount of work that would be for you, Jer Bear. Oh God. We do need one. We do need one for Orion, because we have other characters we utilize. Because like I have other characters with emotions, and that's just it. Is because I have other characters, and I will need them eventually done too. Like we have Ivan here, and he has many emotes. Like, eventually one day I'm going to have to get all the emotes for him, and that's going to be, like, such a hassle that I just don't like putting all that on anybody, especially all at once. Because, like, we have, like, the emotes for Ivan here that are similar. Because, like, some of these videos will require science facts, so I'll need to eventually utilize him more as well, which is why I went ahead and preemptively struck with him. We had emotes for him, actually, before we had emotes for Zombie. So, like, I eventually need, like, a little thing with Ashford, I need a little thing with Orion, but that is so much work. And to anybody who's, like, an aspiring creator on YouTube or anything like that, when you have an artist working for you that's doing this stuff, you gotta not only sit there and think about can you pay them and can you pay them fairly, but you also have to sit there and think to yourself if you're going to wind up overworking them. Like, you can't overwork anybody who's doing hard work for you. It's just not cool, it's not fair, it's not nice. Oh, crap, I even got stuck in the cloning machine again. Oh my god. So, like, knowing how much work I've got, I try to do these within only doing a few at a time, make sure to stay within my budget and within their time. Because even though it's them doing a job, it's them doing a job for me that they don't have to do for me. They could find somebody else. People always need art, especially YouTubers. So, like, I try to make sure that I don't cause trouble for the people doing my work for me. Of course we shot the artist out. It's Jer Bear! He makes all the best work. But you also got to make sure that when you're talking with an artist that their art style matches what you're doing and what they need, what you need, as well as make sure that what you want is within their wheelhouse. You know? Like, birds are not easy to draw. I have bird emotes that were made by Bookie, but they took a long time to do because most people don't draw birds. You know? I've seen the artists get excited because they do a new thing, aka my PFP and Leona from Jer Bear. Leona was like fantastic. Oh my god. Jer Bear did a lot of the Halloween card art as well as what is now used in the card packs. Which, yet again, I will state, Friday there are more cards coming. A lot more cards coming. Yeah, and Joel did Mimikyu. Halloween Special Project was fun, but it was also, like, so chaotic for everybody. I felt so bad. I especially felt bad for Joel and for Zombie, because they got asked to take on last-minute projects. Like, we're talking, like, day before. And Genevieve popping in with one of them as well. you going to show him the trick today? Yep. Oh, he wants pets. He wants pets right now. If you do the trick, you'll get lots of pets. Come on. Step. All right. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do the trick? You do the trick? Nope. Don't step. Shake. No. Come on. Do the trick. You know how to do it. Come on. Are you going to do shake? Are you going to do shake? No. This is not steppy time. Shake. He was doing shake last night, and I tripped out Zombie showing him. Come on. He just wants attention right now. You'll get more attention if you do shake. Hey. You see this? He's bowing his head like, please. Hey. Hey, bud. Shake. He just wants pets right now. But do you want pets? Do you want to shake, or you just want to be angry? Come on. Nope. Come on. Step. Okay. Now, come on. You keep going for it. He's just not feeling it. I'll get him to do it on camera eventually. He's been eating all day. He's got plenty of food. He's just being a weenie. You gonna shake for Daddy? He's like, no, Dad. Don't step on your finger. Come on. Shake. That's not shake, that's step. No, hey. Shake. Come on, you little dingus. Shake. He's not gonna shake today. He's gonna be a weenie bird. Get that worked out. Maybe if I give you some more CDs, you'll be freaking eat. There you go. CDs for you, bud. Bird Stairmaster. Well, that's how you teach them how to do step. Is you teach them to do step by making them walk up your fingers, and they get to the point where they'll do that automatically. Because originally, when you try to teach a bird to step, you push against their chest and you push down, and they'll do it automatically. Just because they don't like something pushing against them, so they'll step up above it. But that's how you teach them. Is you constantly keep them walking, and eventually, while repeating the word you want them to do, and they'll hear it and they'll just do it. But yes, if you're not a proper bird stairmaster, you probably need to work on your birds. See, our dog Zwei, instead of shake, sometimes will just automatically go to play dead. Like, he's just like, it's time. Just plow, and just flat out. Just death. He's a weird dog. Alright, it's about 1 o'clock here, guys. I have to do more work on that video to get it out to you tomorrow. Zwei is ready for death at all times. He is, man. Okay, he can be all the way across the room, and I can just go, Zwei! He'll look at me and go, bang! And he'll run to you and play dead. Like, he won't play dead where he is. He'll run to you and die at your feet. It is the funniest shit ever, because he'll power slide into death. It is hilarious. Zwei is a weenie. He's like, I must die at your feet, Daddy, here I come, blah. He's such a weird-ass dog, and I love him. But yeah, okay, I gotta get the thing done, because I plan on getting this out by tomorrow, hopefully around... I'm not gonna set a time for it, but I'm hoping it's out by either 5 or 7 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. It just depends on the last-minute editing I've got to do, because I know there's gonna be some things I have to do last minute next time. But I'm hopefully gonna have the project done. If anything happens to go wrong for any sort of reason, it'll at least be out by Friday afternoon, but it should be out tomorrow afternoon. I've got a couple other things I'm having to add because Jer Bear sent me some more art, so I can actually add it to this project and make it look a little bit better. So we're gonna go with that, and hopefully get all of it done tonight. But depending on how things go between that and then this, that, and the other, and everything else that's coming in. We'll see. But it should be out tomorrow. But at the very latest, it'll be Friday afternoon. Very much hyped, very much excited. I'm glad you'll like this, by the way. I am very hyped to know that you guys are excited about it. I was nervous I was going to show it to you guys, and y'all were going to be like, derp. But, yes. As well as, there are a couple other things coming. Like, I've got some weird, like, video ad thingies coming. Like, saying, yo, this is new stuff we're adding to members, because I'm adding a lot of new stuff to members soon. And I'm working on a video explaining what all that is and showing people what that new stuff is. And there's new card packs coming. And if this video does well, there'll be even more videos coming out. Have a good night, Remy. Have a good night, everybody. Take care and pleasant nightmares to you all. The zombies going on your coffee field, gingerbread, undead. And this has been a Chat and Chill stream where we've talked about everything from ball pits to titties. Thank you again, everyone, for your lovely feedback. I will see you all again very soon. Tomorrow we'll have a live stream. No. Tomorrow Zombie has a live stream for you guys. I'll have a video for you out either tomorrow or Friday. It'll be scheduled up as soon as the last bit of editing's done. And we'll have a live stream on Friday. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, pleasant nightmares to you all. Thank you again, and I will see you